Place your hands, so laying on your belly, place one hand on top of the other and make a pillow under your forehead. So just let that forehead rest on that pillow. Let your legs relax. Maybe separate your feet a little. And just notice how you feel here. It's called crocodile pose in yoga. It's actually a very, very slight back bend. And then notice the connection of the back of your hands onto that space between your eyebrows and your forehead. That's the vagus nerve, and it's a connection to our parasympathetic nervous system. So gently rock your head very slowly side to side, giving that area just a little bit of a massage. And begin to slow your breath down a little bit, or at least notice it. And then pause in the middle. Turn your head to the right and slide your right knee halfway up your mat, half frog. Right knee extends, it's going to be off the mat. You just slide the right knee halfway up. And now breathe into that low back area. Where can you release any amount more into the support beneath you? Slide that right leg back. Switch which hand is on top. Turn your head to the left. Slide your left knee halfway up alongside your mat. And soften into that sacrum area, the low back. Soften into the glutes. And slide that back. Start to bring the heel of your hands right underneath your armpits, setting up for swan. So draw your elbows in slightly, but then draw them back. Reach through your big toes, press down with the tops of the feet. Gather in with your low belly and start to lift up into a gentle back bend. Draw in with that low belly. Can we hover the heel of the hands just off the ground? So then it's all in the back. Melt the heart forward for 3. Maybe lift the legs if that would add to this for you. 2 and 1, and release. Turn your head to the side. And now reach your arms down alongside your body. Interlace your fingers if that feels okay, or grab a towel with your hands and turn your gaze down. Reach through the big toes, gather in with your low belly, lift up into your back bend, reach those arms back, lift the arms up. If it's too crunchy on the shoulders, just reach the arms straight back, parallel. For 4, lift up, melt the heart forward. 3, soften through the neck and jaw. 2, and 1. Let the arms rest. Turn your head in the opposite direction. And let your hips just kind of wiggle side to side, kind of sway the hips a little bit side to side. And now we're kind of working from the bottom up, from the supine, from the prone position on our belly. So place your elbows right underneath your shoulders. And then tuck the toes, parallel your legs, lift up onto your knees. You're on your forearms, elbows underneath the shoulders. Elbows right underneath the shoulders in a forearm plank, sort of, but a knee down. Now start to pull the elbows towards the knees. Start to pull the knees towards the elbows. And keep pulling towards each other. Pull in, knees pull in, try to squish the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release all the way down. Sphinx pose. Parallel the forearms to the sides of the mat. Heart melts forward, lift and open through the chest. And keep those elbows right underneath the shoulders. Do whatever you want with your hands. We're going to come into a full forearm plank here. So you can either interlace your fingers or cup one fist into the other. Lift up onto your knees, tuck the toes, lift up into your forearm plank. Now press the heels back, draw your tailbone towards the heels, scoop the low belly up and in, press down into those big toe mounds, spin the inner thighs up, press down into the ground as you draw the shoulder blades back. 5, 4, 3, 2, dolphin is next. Lift the hips up and back. Forearm, it's like a forearm downward facing dog. Walk the feet forward 1 step. And then soften the knees. Feet are parallel to each other, about hip distance apart. Draw the hips back, push down into the forearms as you send those hips back. Release through the low back. Let the head dangle. Let the jaw release. Maybe nod your head side to side. And then lift up high on those tiptoes. Place the knees down and push up into all fours. So wrists right underneath the shoulders. Draw the shoulders back. Inhale for cow. Let the belly fall. Lift the hips. Exhale for cat. Round the spine. And now come into a neutral spine. Shoulders draw back. Heart draws forward. Belly draws up and in, like you're just about to go into a cat pose. Reach the right leg back. Press through the right heel. Reach the left arm forward, palm faces in, thumb towards the sky. Hold it here. Push the ground away. Keep firm through that low belly for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just place the hand back down. Place the knee down. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Now keep the cat belly. Start to draw your heart forward. Keep drawing in with that low belly. Reach that left leg back. Right arm reaches forward, thumb to the sky. We just hold it here. Draw the left shoulder blade back. Can you lighten up everything on the left hand and the right knee? Reaching through the fingertips for 3. Reaching back to the left heel 2. And place the hand back down. 1 final tap and cow. And now sandwich the 2 together. Draw the shoulder blades back. Take your right leg, step it back. Left leg steps back, high plank. Wrists right underneath the shoulder blades. Heels press back. The tailbone, draw it towards the heels. Press the ground away with those arms for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lift your right leg off the ground and lift up to a 3-legged dog. So reach that right leg up and back. Your left foot is down. You're pushing through the arms. Breathe in. Exhale, 3-legged plank. Float into your plank. Keep that right leg lifted. You can always take the left knee down if you need to. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, 3-legged plank. One more time. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Reach it up. Exhale, this time bring the knee into the chest and step your foot between your hands. Back knee down. Take your hands on top of your thigh. Take a breath in, lengthen through your spine. And as you press down with that left shin, let your hips come forward any amount. Goal post your arms out to the side, elbows out. Gather in with your low belly and invite a soft back bend like you just practiced on your belly. Invite some softness through the chest, through the upper back. And then reach the arms back behind you, interlace your fingers, and rinse a little bit through the shoulders. Release the hands, fingertips to the mat. Let's half split hamstring stretch. So lengthen that front leg. Soften the back of the knee. And rebend into that front knee. Curl up the back toes, toe heel that right foot off to the side. Step back to your plank. Here we are again. Push the ground away, draw the shoulders back. Inhale, left leg lifts. Lift it up to a three-legged dog. Push the ground away, reach back through that left heel. Exhale, three-legged plank. Hold it. Take a breath in. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, three-legged plank. Exhale, three-legged dog. Again, you could take that right knee down. And then bring the left knee into your chest. Step the foot forward, back knee down. Bring your hands to your thigh and just rest here. Now press down with that right foot. Press down with the right shin. Let your hips come forward. And again, goalpost those arms. Draw the elbows back. Soft heart. Lift up and back into a gentle back bend. You can keep the goalpost arms if you'd like, or switch your interlace of your fingers. Bring your arms behind your back. Let the hips glide forward any amount. And then lift up and back. Open up through the chest. And release fingertips to the mat. Walk your hands back. Lengthen that front leg for a half split, a hamstring stretch. Lengthen your spine. Soften through the back of the leg, the knee. And start to walk back. Toe heel that left foot off to the side. One more plank. Step back to plank. Press back through the heels. And a downward facing dog. Both feet down. So hold it here. Take a look at your hands. Parallel the index fingers to each other. Spin the triceps in towards your ears. Soften the knees. Push into your arms and your hands. Draw the sit bones back. And now breathe into your side ribs. Release through the glutes. And now on your next inhale, reach that right leg up. On your exhale, bring your knee into your chest and just place the right knee down on the mat, right in the middle. Kickstand your right foot off to the right side of the mat, off to the right. Come into a kneeling side plank. So you just kind of kick that right foot off. The left leg is straight. Take that left arm, reach it overhead, and lean back a little bit. Take a big stretch. Reach that left arm up, look up. Press down with the left foot. Gather in with the belly. Come up onto your fingertips of the right hand. Keep looking up. Everything is lifting. Hover the right hand just off the ground. Keep looking up. Stay light. 4, 3. Can you hover that right hand just off the ground? Really root down with the left leg. 2 and 1. Place the right hand down. Lift the left leg up. Bend the left knee. And lean back. Give yourself a quad stretch. So you're holding on to the left ankle and you're stretching that left quad. Then come back around. Let's take a child pose here. So send your hips back. Reach your arms out long. And come back up into your all fours. Walk your hands forward a little bit. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Take your left knee, gently place it to the center of your mat. Pivot that left foot off the mat to the left. Pivot into your side plank. Right arm lift. There you go. Right leg extends. And then your right arm reaches over and take a big side stretch here. Push down with that left arm. Draw the left shoulder blade down. Then reach your arm, right arm straight up, look up. Press down and engage that right foot, engage the belly. Start to come up onto your fingertips. Think about everything stays light. Can you hover the left fingertips just off the ground? Good. So that right leg is straight parallel with the long edge of your mat. Yeah. And then slowly come back down, pivot around. Good. And a quick little child pose just to kind of decompress that spine a little bit. Come up onto all fours, and then let's come to our feet. Bend your knees, feet on the floor. And we'll go through really slow reps of the AB5 Pilates AB5 series, right? Going into it a little bit differently. So take both hands and place them onto your right knee. And then slowly roll down, holding onto the right knee. Extend the left leg on a diagonal and curl up to keep curling up to the tip of your shoulder blades. Plug the shoulder blades down and switch, switch, switch. It's a light touch and it's a engagement through the belly, keeping the shoulder blades lifted. 3, 3, 2, 2, plugging the shoulder blades down. 1 and 1. Bring your hands behind your head and just pause here. Keep the shoulder blades off the ground, knees over the hips. All right, let the head rest in the hands, head rest in the hands. Curl up a little more if you can. Knit that belly in a little bit more if you can. All right, and now either keep your hands here behind your head or extend your arms to the outside of your legs towards the heels for double leg stretch. Inhale, extend the legs to a diagonal, reach the arms by your ears if you're using the arms. Exhale, reach. If it's coming into your neck or you have neck stuff going on, keep your hands behind your head and just extend and bend the knees. 5 more, 5. You can also switch the hand behind your head. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Hug your knees into your chest. Turn your head to the right. Let it rest. Let the neck rest. And then turn your head to the left. Good. And now scissors are next. Reach those legs up towards the sky, but we're going to do them with the hands behind the head. So interlace your fingers, place them behind your head, curl up to the tip of your shoulder blades, and then take a breath in through your nose. As you exhale through your mouth, can you curl up just a little bit more? Plug that belly in. Now point the toes, lower the right leg to a hover, hold it, keep curling up, switch, hold it, and switch, pointing those toes, and switch, and switch. 2 more, 2, 2. If it's too much, lowering down towards the ground. If it just feels hard, keep doing it. But if it's coming into the back, don't go all the way to the ground. Now flex the feet. Keep the legs long, up towards the sky. You're still in your crunch. Lower the legs just to where you can hold it in the belly. Maybe they're just down like a foot. And now lateral scissors, side to side with the legs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, and rest all the way down. Take a long breath in. Open your mouth wide with that neck release. And now keep your head down for lower and lift. Tuck your thumbs underneath your glutes, your palms facing down, your arms down by your sides. Reach those legs up to the sky. Bring the heels together, soften the knees apart, and now release through the quads, release through the hips, release through the bum. Just let everything, like other than the belly, have a day off, right? Now engage the belly. Let everything else, the legs, the hips, be like sort of dead weight. Lower the legs down to where you really can just keep it in the belly. Maybe here with the hands underneath the bum, you can go to a hover and then come back up. Notice if you had to grip in the leg, can you keep it just in the belly? Lower. Keep those legs as relaxed as you can and lift. Lower and lift. Hinging from the hips, lower and lift. 4 more. Lower, 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 lower. Maybe pause at the bottom and lift. 3 more. Draw that belly in and up. 2 more. Last one. Woo. And then bend the knees. Bring the hands and interlace your fingers. Now switch the interlace here. The opposite index finger on top. Bring those hands behind the head. Curl up to the tip of your shoulder blades. Flex the feet. Bicycles, but they're slow, right? Opposite elbow. Switch and switch. Make it a lift and crunch. Let the head rest. Let the neck rest. And switch. Can you hover the leg just off the ground like you just did with those scissors? Lift and twist. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2. Crunch up higher. 2, 1, and 1, and rest. Bring the soles of your feet together. Butterfly pose. Bring your arms out to the sides and let your back arch. Take a couple of breaths into the low belly. And start to draw your knees into your chest. Give them a good squeeze. Now take your arms out to the sides and let your knees come over to the right. So it's just like a simple supine twist. Let your head turn to the right as well. Open your palms. Let that left shoulder blade relax. And now start to, without changing anything in the thighs, right? Just reach the left leg out. Extend the left leg. You're keeping the knees stacked though. The knees stay stacked over each other. And the leg just reaches straight out. So you're just in the twist and that left leg is just kind of active. Push through the left heel. And now think about the line from your left arm, your left hand, all the way to the left heel. Allow it to soften. Almost like imagine also that there's like a rubber band running from your left heel to your left hand. Allow it to just gently stretch. And then rebend the knee. Roll back onto your back. Roll onto the other side. Let the knees drop over to the left. Turn your head to the left. Let the right shoulder relax. And then without changing anything, just extend the right leg out long. Again, the knees stay stacked over each other. Bring your awareness to that line running from the right arm, the right hand, all the way through the right heel. Two more breaths. And start to bend the knee. Come back onto your back. Good. Bring your heels right underneath your bum. And setting up for one bridge, reach your arms overhead. Reach them overhead on the ground. And reach them, reach them, reach them. Now, lift your hips up off the ground into a bridge. And bring a lot of energy, like you're reaching those arms, like you're reaching for something just beyond your grasp. Now start to draw the kneecaps towards the bottom of your mat. Try to push the feet towards the bottom of your mat as you reach back. So again, now this line of energy is from the fingertips through the knees and the feet and the legs. So the legs and the knees are pressing forward and the arms are reaching back. Take a breath in. On your exhale, soften down just to the tip of the shoulder blades. Now draw your tailbone, release through the glutes, and draw your tailbone towards the bottom of your mat. Keep reaching back. Keep pressing forward with the knees and the heels. Take a breath in. Slowly exhale and lower just behind the belly button, not the hips yet. And now add a little bit of like drawing the pelvis down, kind of like a tuck in the tailbone. Draw the tailbone towards the heels. Reach the arms up overhead. And as you slowly lower the arms, slowly lower the hips all the way down. Nice. Separate your arms a little bit. Separate your feet as wide as your mat. Slowly let your knees just drop side to side. And bring your knees together. Give them a good hug. Squeeze them in towards your chest. End here with a happy baby. So you either open the knees out and you keep pressing down onto the tops of your knees. You can add a gentle rocking, or you can reach your arms to the inside of your thighs. Peace fingers grab the big toes, and you gently guide the bottoms of the feet to face the sky. Let your tailbone and your low back soften. Let your knees be drawn down to the earth, and maybe add a gentle rocking. Good. And then bring the knees together. Roll onto one side. Start to push yourself up to your seat. Crisscross your legs with the shin in front that you don't normally cross. All right, inhale those arms, reach them up. Exhale, grab one wrist and side bend. And then inhale, center, side bend, go to the other side. And come back to center. And we are done. Yay. Let me stop the recording.